Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. So, why am I doing a Madonna video today? Well, I felt I owed it to her because I've been very critical of the way she's handled the tour and the cancellations and how she's handled dealing with the cancellations and how she's um, contacted or neglected to contact the fans. And she put out a statement today, so I felt I should acknowledge that. She said, "As I climbed the ladder to sing Batuka on Saturday night in Miami, I was in tears from the pain of my injuries, which has been indescribable for the past few days. With every song I sang, I said a prayer that I would make it to the next and get through the show. My prayers were answered and I made it. I consider myself a warrior. I never quit, I never give in, I never give up. However, this time I have to listen to my body and accept that my pain is a warning. I want to say how deeply sorry I am to all my fans for having to cancel my last show. I spent the last 2 days with doctors, scans, ultrasounds, x-rays, poking and prodding and more tears. They have made it very clear to me that if I am to continue my tour, I must rest for as long as possible so that I don't inflict further and irreversible damage to my body. I have never let an injury stop me from performing, but this time I have to accept that there is no shame in being human and having to press the pause button. I thank you all for your understanding, love, and support. As the words to Batuka go, it's a long road. Lord have mercy, things have got to change, and they will because MadameX is a fighter. Happy holidays to everyone, and a bunch of hashtags. So yes, it took how many days? It took her a few days to actually respond, but she did explain herself. Someone did say Madonna had to cancel, implying that it wasn't those pesky technical problems, it was actually her knee again. And I have some sympathy for the knee thing. I have a knee injury myself I'm dealing with. Most of the time it doesn't bother me, but if I piss it off, I did a few weeks ago. I had to do stuff a couple of days in a row and it was painful. I couldn't stop what I had to do, and by the end of a couple of days, I think it was 3 days in a row, I had to go out and do stuff, and I was in so much pain. And I got home and I just wanted to not leave the house for a few days and just stay in bed and deal with it. And then I had forgotten to put the trash out, so I had to walk down the stairs. Stairs are the worst. Walking downstairs are the worst for me. I don't know what the worst is for her. So it's like going upstairs, but and I had to make that one long last trip down the stairs. It was so painful, but I had to do it. And then after that, I had a few days off, and I was okay after about a week. So I understand that knee injuries and things like that, you just can't get around them. You can only baby them so much. You have to move your joints, you know. And she does need to just take some time off. Some people are saying she needs to cancel the whole tour. Some people are saying that sounds like she's cancelling the whole tour, but she doesn't have to perform again until the 12th of January in Lisbon. So what's that? 17 days or something? So that's 2.5, nearly 3 weeks. So, and I did have a look on her website at Lisbon, and I actually worked out how to put it in English this time, unlike last time. And all the concerts from the 12th onwards are all on sale, except the 18th, which is actually sold out. So that's one sold out, like literally, like you can't select it because it says sold out. And when you actually look at when you actually look at it, you can actually see that there's only a few sections where you can actually buy tickets, and the rest are actually sold out. So let me put that back. Okay, so yeah, so in part, that's all as a fan I want. If she's going to cancel, let people know in advance and explain, because you owe us an explanation. We are paying, well, I'm not, but if you've paid for a ticket, you're a paying fan, you've made arrangements, you're planning to be there, you're expecting her to be there. So, yeah, and but yes, she doesn't, but she has. Like, she's explained herself now and explained that it was because of her injuries and she's been stubborn. And obviously she's been trying to put it off as long as she can and having to quit at the last moment, which is what it sounds like. Although some cynical people are saying that this is because of low sales and she's just using the injury as an excuse to just, whenever she needs to, cancel the concert And the theory is, which doesn't always work out in the case of the last concert in a show, is if she cancels one show, the people who have been cancelled on will then spread out and fill up those other shows, so she'll sell out the other shows. Well, that really doesn't work. That theory doesn't really work if it's the last show in, like, America. So, you know, those people had nowhere to go unless they're going to go to Lisbon. So that doesn't, you know, I'm not totally subscribing to that, but I wouldn't put it past some people. But I think if Madonna was going to do something that dodgy, she's got enough of an ego, she'd just do it, and she wouldn't care enough to lie about a knee injury or something. She would just, I think she'd just do it and not give a fuck. So I believe that she's having knee problems, and I understand from my own personal experience how you just can't manage them. You just have to just stop. And sometimes in life you just can't stop, and you just have to work through the pain and just walk through it literally. And like I said, I've had so much problems with I can't, and like just going upstairs, downstairs is so hard. I can't imagine doing a 2-hour show with stairs. Whose idea was stairs? Oh God. So it's very hot here, as you can see by the fact I'm wearing this. Yeah, I just wanted to put a post on that. She put a nice photo up of her and her family. She's spending time with her family. And the other thing that's happened, which I almost forgot about, I was going to make a video about it and I thought, it's who's watching YouTube today? You know, who's going to see it? But apparently Guy Ritchie has managed to show his ex the Christmas spirit, and he's suing her in relation to custody again. I'm like, well, it must be about Rocco, because it can't be about David, because he hasn't given a fig about him for God knows how long. I mean, he kind of took the white kid and left her with the adopted African kids. I don't really think he's particularly worried about them, so it must be something to do with, but it can't be because he's 19. That's what someone pointed out. I'm like, well, it must be about David. And I'm like, well, when did he start caring about David? Maybe he's not as bad a father as he looks in the press. I don't know. But so yeah, Merry Christmas, Madonna. You had to cancel your show because your knee is so bad you can't perform, and your charming ex-husband, who took half your money and then took your child in the middle of a tour and made you miserable, made you cry. I mean, she literally cried in Tears of the Clown show. We're literally watching her and like telling her it'll be okay. The audience is literally telling her it's okay, you know. She was that upset. So, you know, good on you, Guy Ritchie. I never liked him. And from what I read in her brother's book, he's a dick, and he's a homophobic dick as well. So not impressed with that, but I wasn't going to make a video because, again, it's Madonna's personal life. I'm happy to talk about her singles, her albums, her concerts, relationship with the fans, but I really don't want to get into the gossipy stuff. The only reason why I talked about the latest boyfriend was because I actually met him and he was really nice, and I just was like, oh, I actually met the guy, I can talk about it, yeah. Well, not really, but, you know. And this, well, I'm already making a video about the concert and her statement and her apology, and it's appreciated. When she cancelled the Confessions tour on Australia, she apologised. She actually wrote an apology to Australian fans. I read it, and I felt a little bit better because I felt, okay, she's acknowledging that it's like we matter or something. So this is like that, but I've got the feeling my cynical side says, well, it took this long. I'm guessing Guy said, everyone's bitching, you have to say something. So that's probably how it happened. But if she didn't want to do it, she wouldn't have done it. No one could make her do it. So she obviously feels bad. I think she probably just doesn't want to acknowledge this is happening, because it's no fun to be someone like Madonna, who has sort of been portraying herself as this superhero forever, and we treat her like that, to see her be human. And as she gets older, this is gonna happen more often. She's not gonna be able to maintain that Madonna, perfect Madonna superhero image. She is just getting older, and she's human, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. I knew there'd be a day that would come where Madonna would either have health problems or would retire or something, and one day, you know, there'd just be no Madonna, and we'd have to live in a world without Madonna, or at least without Madonna performing all around the world and impressing us. We're coming closer to that day. It's not quite here, but we're getting some a bit of a heads up. So just prepare. The day is coming. One day Madonna will be retired, and we will just be talking about her past tense. But we should appreciate her while she's still performing now, I kind of wish I could see the show, but I still wouldn't risk it because I can't afford to, don't bet money you can't afford to lose, and I can't afford to lose thousands and thousands of dollars on travelling to Lisbon or London or somewhere and then having the show be cancelled. So, yeah, I just made that decision. I'm standing by it, but I've talked long enough. I'm going to go, feel free to comment, subscribe, like, share, criticize me, whatever. Comments are fun. Thanks, bye.